Good morning.
We are live. Welcome to the Bod Podcast, episode number
9.
I
thought
Man, I can't believe we've made it this long without a complete blowout and me killing Ben.
Or your wife killing both of us.
I mean, that's possible, Ben.
That is highly possible.
I'm gonna
super
turn this way
valid
a
point,
little bit,
Andy
though.
and Ben.
Super valid point. Super valid point. We do have some guests in the house tonight.
His house?
We have Russell from down the street who made a Rabaeus beer.
Replica.
Good evening, Russell.
Good evening, Andy, Ben.
Yes. And we still have Andrew.
Yes.
He's like a bad rash. We can't get rid of this guy.
No, he's like herpes.
Thanks. Thanks for the compliment.
Always showing up at the wrong times.
He is, too. It's great. We love him, though. He's awesome. And we still have our executive producer, Amanda Nemeth.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Happy
evening.
Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Thank you for turning in a day early. I have some important business I have to attend to over the next few days, so I will be out of town.
Turning in or tuning in?
I said tuning.
I think I said turning.
Why are we going to take this episode to...
We're going to start it off on
right
a
out of the
good
gate?
foot.
Exactly. We have some cool stuff we're going to do tonight. We're talking about childcare, picking out childcare. Ben has done that recently, so he's going to discuss some of that, which is awesome. Give us some good pointers. I'm sure that'll last 50 to 85 minutes. And then we're going to do some taste tests of the new Oreo flavors. It is a Facebook phenomenon right now of people taking pictures of all the Oreo flavors that they are tasting. And guess what we're going to do tonight?
We're going to taste them all.
Hell yeah. We have 10
10.
packs of Oreos. I plan on eating every single Oreo out of there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, right? I'm excited about it.
I can't wait till you get sick.
So how was your week so far, Ben?
It's been a really good week, actually.
That's good.
Surprisingly enough, it's been a really good week. Haven't
Yeah.
had any problems. Daughter's been fantastic. So
Well, that's good. I had a great week also.
yeah,
Thanks for asking.
you didn't give me the chance to, but that's all right. How was your week, Andy?
My week was great, Ben. I did a lot of good things at work.
How was your work day? You had to work.
Oh,
today.
man. My work day today was fantastic. Did a
Yeah.
lot of great things. Sold a lot of stuff today, which is good.
Back to school.
Back to college, Ben.
Back to college.
And it was tax-free weekend in the state of Missouri.
I know. I went to Walmart today. My mistake.
Did you know that diapers were part of tax-free?
I did. Luckily, I'm out. We're out of diapers now.
Oh.
Thank God. We have,
Oh,
yeah, we're potty trained now.
even adult diapers. That's more what I was talking about.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
You should stock up then.
For you. Because you're old.
No.
Yeah, I'm only 32.
32
Anyway, we're
this week.
moving.
You were
we're
37
gonna-
last week. 32 this week. I would
Yeah.
love to go backwards in
I'm
age.
like Benjamin Button.
You know what? You look just like Brad Pitt. You're right.
I do have a lot of people mistake me for Tom Cruise and or that guy from The Hangover, Ed.
The hang. Oh, the dentist.
That's the missing tooth
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, I had a chick in a bar.
Dr. Douchebag.
Who said, "Hey, are you whatever his name was?" And I said, "No, our bank accounts are significantly different."
Yeah,
It was a good joke.
You probably have more zeros than he does.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah,
Just on the other side of the
my
decimal
decimal
point.
point's a little further in than his is. And Amanda was like, "Well, you could have said no, I'm married." But I thought the other way was
Is he
funnier.
married? I don't.
No, me.
No, him. Is he
I don't
married?
know. I'm not really. I don't
what is
know.
he?
I'm
Yeah.
not into like knowing that kind of gossip.
You don't.
Do we want to start a gossip show next? Is that what?
We just read People magazine in front of everybody?
Yeah, dude, perfect.
Yeah. Oprah's gaining weight this week. Next week she's going to be on liposuction or something.
Or Celebrity Rehab.
We could have a version of
Yeah.
Celebrity Rehab Pacific Edition.
That'd be great. Yep, that'd be awesome. We should try that.
Take up way too much of our
Yeah.
time.
Anyway, so we're going to do all of that tonight, which is going to be phenomenal. Babe, how's the feed, by the way? Is it going well?
Yeah, it's really good.
Good. Awesome. Very nice. So we're going to start with the intro video, which is very exciting. Who's excited for the intro video?
I always love our intro video.
Thanks, Ben. And I believe it does mute the mics automatically now. So I'm pretty excited about
You actually
that.
did something right. Hold up. I'm glad they can't see us.
And they can't hear us either. Well, maybe. I don't know yet. Maybe it didn't work out. And we're back. Hope everybody enjoyed the intro video. I would assume that people could not hear us,
I hope.
but I'm sure we'll gain that feedback soon.
I'm glad that they couldn't see us because that
So-
beautiful dance that you just did was...
We we did go back to Facebook because people were having trouble, so we had to go back to publishing on Facebook for the live feed, and we are going to still upload them to YouTube and then the audio podcast and all of that from Dad Bod.
Definitely make
Main
sure you
media.
subscribe.
Yes, subscribe to the podcast. It's on Google Play, it's on iTunes, it's on Stitcher, it's on Spotify, and it's on your Alexa device. And all you have to do is say, Alexa, play Dad Bod Podcast, and son of a bitch if it doesn't come right up.
That's because we're amazing and number one on the Alexa device.
Actually, I did find out we are number one in Kenya.
In Kenya?
Kenya.
So we have to go to Kenya
Nairobi,
to say...
Kenya.
Huh.
That's where
your
my brother
I was going to
lives.
say your brother's down there.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But we're still number one, so
Hey,
whatever.
We're number one in something.
I agree with that.
Not
So we're going to talk about
everything's
childcare, right?
Absolutely. First of all, let's start out. What are you drinking tonight?
Oh, 30-pack Bud Light.
30-pack Bud Light?
Fuck yeah.
$17.99 at B&H Market? Is it?
Yes.
Is it? I hope it is. If it's not,
It is.
if it is it.
Oh, well, I don't know the price.
Okay, well, if it's not, tell them that they get the Dad Bod discount. It should be $17.99. We'll get that.
So,
well,
I've-
hopefully JB will approve that.
So
if
I've,
not, you'll
so I've
have
had
to pay
enough
that.
issues with my mouth, and I'm not going to start
Right.
price pointing shit
Right, and
on
check
this
your
show.
body can't cash.
Yeah. Yes. I have champagne taste on a PBR budget.
Very true.
Yes.
I'm drinking the Schlafly Hefeweizen Raspberry this evening.
Wow. How is it?
It's a little sweet. You know,
All right.
we were
Russell's
talking.
wife thought it was sweet,
Yeah,
too.
we were talking about that a while ago because Russell brews beer. He's our neighborly
He's our resident brew expert.
brewmaster.
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 He probably has a medallion.
He should.
Yeah.
If not, we'll make him one out of
Because
tinfoil.
Amanda tried his beer tonight. Babe, what'd you think of his version of Founders or Bayes?
It was amazing.
I would agree. I had a sip of it. That's all I was allowed.
Me too.
Yeah.
It got yanked out of my hand immediately.
Yes.
It's like, no, that's mine.
Right. So,
That's right.
whatever.
It was mine.
greedy
and I
No big
drank
deal.
it all.
It happens.
So,
So, awesome. So, we're going to start with childcare tonight.
picking childcare.
Yeah, so what's up with childcare, Ben?
So
What's the haps?
what's the 411?
That's a good one. Don't throw shade.
Don't throw shade.
All right.
Thank you, Drew, for throwing shade at us from behind the mic. So picking childcare is a very important topic.
It is.
It was for my wife and I. It was something we kind of stressed about, honestly. And I imagine it's a stressor for a lot of people. We went through visiting a couple different in-home daycares, a couple different. Are you all right?
No, I'm just, the feed's kind of fucked up, but
Gotcha.
whatever.
A couple different facilities, and when we very first started with our daughter, we picked an in-home daycare.
Nice.
Which we visited two, picked the best one out of the two, and it was phenomenal. I will say that.
Your wife's told us a lot about that one.
Yeah,
Like your daughter learned languages and shapes and...
Yeah, so at 2 years old, she could point out what a rhombus was. I don't even know what a rhombus is at 36. Couldn't tell you what a rhombus is. She could pick out what a rhombus was. She was doing her ABCs, counting to 10, everything at 2, which was fantastic.
Everything you need for a DUI pullover.
Right. That's why I'd throw her in the front seat if I ever get pulled over. Put the kid in the front.
Yeah.
She's got this.
She'll take care of it.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Cop would be like, did you see the stop sign? She'd look at him and go, you mean octagon?
Nice point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
And I don't know if they know what an octagon is sometimes. I don't,
Clearly.
clearly.
Have you ridden with you?
Yes. I drive myself a lot of places.
That's an unfortunate thing there. But
Sure is.
so childcare was very important to us. We found a great person at first. Now our since we moved out of the
How do
city,
you read that, by the way?
I have no idea. I can't
really
read
fucking
that.
small.
I'm just going.
I can't
winging
even
it.
read it, and I have old man glasses.
I'm just winging it. But anyway, we picked after we moved out of St. Louis, our daycare provider was too far in for us to drive our daughter every day there. So we explored a few options of in-home out here as well as daycare centers.
Nice.
And we found another one that hit all of our hot topics, all of our hot points of what we wanted to see. I had a list of hot topics and hot points printed out, and I'll actually pull it up so that I could see things that we were looking for and wanting to see in a daycare.
You did some show prep.
I did some show prep.
Congratulations.
No problem.
Appreciate that.
Somebody in this duo has to.
And that ain't me.
No, it's not. Our executive producer does it, but
She does a really good job.
she
by
does,
the
but
way.
I can't see her notes at all. So
Yeah.
I'll
There
go
it
off of
is.
mine. There we go. So some of the hot points that we were talking about were size of rooms.
Okay.
We wanted to make sure that there was enough room for the kids to actively play. One of the in-home daycares we went to just had this little tiny room that they squeezed like 6 kids in.
Holy cow.
And it was like, where do they do any kind of activity? She's
Right.
like, oh, we moved this out of the way, we moved that out of the way, and we set it up right here in the middle. And then we got this big chair that all the kids climb up in and share. And it's like, my daughter's a little like me at first. She doesn't like to be touched. And so putting her in a big group with a bunch of kids like that, just not her thing. So another thing we want to look at was ratio of kids to teachers.
Yep.
Which Amanda has some great points on that according to the handbooks and state laws. Infants is 1 adult to 3 babies up to 15 months. Toddlers 12 to 28 months is 1 to 4. 2 to 5 is 1 to 8 or 9. 5 and up is 1 to 10.
Awesome.
So it's good ratios to keep in mind. A lot of what we talked about too was educational time. We wanted to make sure it wasn't just a free-for-all. You know, it wasn't just all day, all we did was go outside and play, or all day we did this, which is what we found in our first daycare provider, in-home. She was very much so, we have education time, we have playtime.
Yep.
We're going to learn things, which I forgot it in the car. I was going to bring it in. My daughter actually, this week at school, was learning how to write uppercase C's and lowercase C's. Which was
cat.
Yeah, for cat. Katerina. That actually might be with K. I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
Wow, that was odd.
That was odd. But anyway, educational time.
I felt like you guys looked into each other's eyes when you said that. Do you have a Katerina thing?
Is that Russian?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
No, when he said is it a K or a C, I was really confused and it actually blew my mind for a moment.
Okay.
I'm not all there today.
I'd agree
Today?
with that.
No, but you're right. Like having structure is huge.
It is.
In anything that you do, right? Whether it's a job, you know, whether it's things at home, whether it's educating your kids, like that's huge to ensure. Because otherwise, like you said, which is a perfect word, it's a free-for-all or it's just a shit show. Like if they can't kind of figure that out and structure it right, there can be that could be even worse than them not going at all. Because that could just make issues. Because then at home you have structure, they have no structure. It could really screw with a lot of things.
Well, it makes it harder to wow.
Yep. You all right?
Yeah.
Do
Makes it. I
you want
just
us to,
stumbled
like,
there for a
do you
second.
want
Can we
us to pause?
reverse that? Pause that. Rewind.
Okay.
No, it makes it harder to discipline your child at home whenever they go to school for 6 to 8 hours, 9 hours, whatever it be, and it's a free for all for them at school, and then they come home and it's like, okay, now we're gonna sit you down. We need to structure it, and they're all day they did nothing but play, and
Right.
so it helps at home.
Yeah, I would agree.
Absolutely does. The other topic that we looked at was age limits and restrictions. So our first daycare provider, once you hit 3 years old, she no longer accepted them.
Oh, wow.
She moved them on to what they call pre-kindergarten or preschool. Where we're at now actually accepts all the way up till 5.
Oh, wow.
They have a daycare upstairs for older kids, which my daughter's moving up to in August, where it's a little bit more educational, a little bit more structured for that reason.
That's awesome.
You got anything to add on this?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
But thank you for asking.
I'll just keep rolling then.
Yeah, just keep...
I feel like I'm just going to talk this whole thing.
keep firing through. I've actually, if you haven't noticed, I've had a lot to say so far.
You have. Not. What type of reporting do you
I don't
have?
understand why I'm all of a sudden the focus of negativity.
Just throwing shade.
All of a sudden?
Yeah, why are you throwing shade?
We're just throwing shade.
Andrew, are we throwing shade?
Yes.
Yes?
Shade.
Okay.
So the
That's
reporting
disappointing.
is important.
The what, I'm sorry?
The reporting.
Reporting of what?
So what
The
we
news?
what we enjoyed was the fact that our daycare provides us with what they did that day.
Do you have a webcam where you can see what your kids are doing?
No,
Oh.
that would be cool though.
They have that in freaking doggy daycare.
Doggy daycare
areas,
has that, yeah, but I think
Kids don't.
That's probably some kind of HIPAA violation.
No,
or,
there's actually quite a few webcam daycares out there.
Are there?
Yeah.
They're just
So what you do is you put your kid upstairs, you put a webcam, and then you're all set to go.
Yeah. Be like, hey, my kid's at daycare. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No big deal.
Yeah.
You could do a green screen. Look like there's a lot of kids there.
Kids playing in the
All
background.
set to go. Be great.
But we got to find out what the kid did for the day. How many times she went to the bathroom, what they ate for the day. That's important whenever you're potty training. How many times they go to the bathroom and stuff, and when they're infants as well.
Do they give you like number 1, 2, or 3?
Yeah. What's a 3?
Diarrhea.
Come on, Ben.
I should have known. I should have known. I walked into that one.
How don't you know what number 3 is?
I definitely walked into that one.
You're like 55 years old. You don't know that?
I know.
Damn.
I get it.
This podcast on a Saturday is just a train wreck.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, moving on from number 3. Drew, you knew that, right?
Yeah, I knew that.
Drew knew that. Did Russell know that?
I did not.
Oh, come on. Babe, you knew, right?
I did. I said that. Even
Yeah. Do we have any comments on if people know what number 3 is?
No.
Don't let me
yet.
be the only one that doesn't know what a number 3. Russell and I, the only ones that don't know what a number 3 is. Help us out, folks. There's
not
other
gonna help,
people
yeah.
out there that do not know what the hell you're talking about.
Number 3 is definitely diarrhea.
Okay.
I can agree.
So, emergency protocol. We wanted to know what their emergency protocol was, what they did in case of any kind of emergency. If they contacted, you immediately, they contacted 911 immediately. What severity level they called on.
Right.
I didn't want to be called every time my kid fell on the playground or got a little bump or a little bruise.
Right.
I just think that's overkill.
Babe, what happened to Mei Lee? And did they call and all that stuff when what did she break her fibula? My brother's daughter was at daycare and she
something
slept on a towel maybe or something.
Yeah.
And how old is she? Like 2, right?
2.
And broke her something in her leg. Like had to have a cast for a 2-year-old.
That's a big
And
deal.
and again, it's not the daycare
They
or
actually
whatever.
said
It
it's
was,
quite
it was
common
really
for that
an
age.
accident.
Really?
Yeah.
But they made immediate phone calls to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then my brother-in-law's wife, Tara, had to go get her. And then they took her to the doctor. And because she wasn't bleeding and all that, there's no reason to call 911 or anything
Probably
like that.
screaming at the top of her lungs. But yeah.
I don't know. She's a pretty calm kid. So I don't know if that happened or not. But yeah, it's definitely can be pretty crazy. And I agree with you. It can be pretty... Knowing the importance of certain things happening is absolutely
Right.
But if your kid trips and falls or whatever, like, who cares? It's not that big of a deal. Kids do that all the time.
Right.
So it's ensuring that you do get the right notifications, which I'm assuming is what you're trying to say, versus all the randoms.
Oh, yeah, definitely. My daughter is one of those, I'm going to get up, I'm going to dust myself off and move on. Whereas
Right.
some kids, they get a little bruise and they screaming to high heaven. You can't ever get them to calm down.
I think
that's
also
what-
with protocols, you want to look at if there's a snow day, what do? Are they open? Are they closed? If your kid starts to get sick, what's the protocol? Some daycare centers will allow them to stay, and they have kind of a separate place where they hang out. Some don't, and you have to come pick them up right away. So knowing all of that, not to mention holidays, are they open on Memorial Day and Labor Day? Those are Mondays, and for people like Andy and I, they're just another day. We don't get those days off.
Nope.
So
Yeah, so absolutely. That's whenever our first daycare provider, she was closed every school. Anytime school was closed, she was closed. And it's like, just because school's closed doesn't mean we don't have to go to work.
right.
We have to go to work. You're our provider, our daycare provider. Just because
Yep.
school's closed doesn't mean you should be closed.
That's a big deal.
And she was closed every single holiday. And by every single holiday, I mean like
Every single holiday.
She had 30-something holidays that she took off.
What is she, in Canada?
It was everything. It was 4th of July, Labor Day, St. Patrick's Day.
That's a drinking day. I can understand why she did that one.
The day after St. Patrick's Day should actually be a holiday for the hangover, but
Well, hopefully she still taught the kids the day after.
I would hope. But now our daycare is, even if school's closed, we're still open. Because they understand we have to go to work still. Just because school's off doesn't mean we don't have to go to work.
We have jobs. How is she going to pay for the daycare?
Right. How do you want me to pay for daycare?
Does she give you a discount by being closed that day?
Not at all.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do you have to pay for that day still?
Yeah.
Even though she's closed?
Yep.
That's bullshit. I need us to get into that racket.
You
That
should,
sounds like
right?
a great racket to get into.
It is a great
We got
racket
a
to
giant
get into.
basement. We could just do whatever.
We could cage some kids up down here.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. That's probably not appropriate. We don't talk about inappropriate things on this fucking podcast, Ben King.
Did you hit the explicit button?
I did. I will when I upload it.
Oh, thank God.
You have
Facebook is probably going to kick us
Although
off.
I will say YouTube, I tried to use one of our videos for advertising on YouTube the other day, and it said that we couldn't use it because there was a lot of swearing.
I don't feel like we swear that much.
Andy does.
do.
You don't. I don't.
I swear a lot.
What the fuck's the matter with you?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well,
Should I throw it
thanks.
out
Now
there?
we can't use this shit.
Anyway, so I
Anyway,
took the liberty of
let's
putting
move
together
on.
20 questions to ask before you commit.
Holy crap!
Look
Which
at that.
I will post to our Facebook
Wait.
page and our Instagram.
Yes.
In case anyone wants to check them out or has any questions. Because that's too many questions.
Does
to go
anybody have
over.
any questions yet?
No.
Also, share with us out there. Share with us what you look for in a daycare. What is it that you want to see?
That's a good point.
You know, give us some examples of what you look for when you go out there.
Please, we need comments.
We need comments. We're
We
dragging.
need you to participate.
Andy is dragging tonight.
I'm not dragging. We just need to move on and eat Oreos. I'm fired up about Oreos.
He's all about the Oreos tonight.
I have a dad bod to keep in shape.
So something that I want to touch on in this that actually is for you.
Oh, shit.
Is for you.
Nice.
And Amanda.
Ooh.
The
And
importance
Andrew?
of...
What about Andrew and Russell?
they don't matter on this topic.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Is making sure that the daycare is state licensed. That's a big deal for you and Amanda with foster children.
But
They
don't you
have to
save
be
money
state
if they're
licensed.
not state licensed?
No.
No. They have to be state licensed.
Well, for foster kids, but I'm saying for
foster
regular kids, you'd probably save a shit ton of cash if they're
Not
not
at all.
licensed.
Not at all. We paid the same amount. We're paying the same amount now for a state licensed facility that we were paying for an in-home daycare.
Oh. But what if you run for president and they audit you and they say that you had a daycare that was not licensed?
I don't think that matters.
No, if it's under a certain amount, number-wise. it
Yeah, so
doesn't-
she could only have 4
okay.
kids before she had to be state licensed. She could have 4 kids that were not her own.
Okay. What
Before
if she
she-
just said they were hers?
You know, I don't know. I guess she could have done that.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Would have been a little awkward.
Fun.
Anyway.
This topic's
So
going
I'm curious to know
awesome.
what your take is on differences between nannies versus having family members versus going to a daycare center.
What about
'Cause
au pairs?
I mean, that falls in the nanny bracket.
Well, we know what happens when you have an au pair.
We're not going to talk about that.
You murder your wife.
Moving on.
In Michigan, there was a guy that had an au pair. She was like 19, 20 from Germany, blonde, pretty attractive. And he started sleeping with her and then chopped his wife up and threw her in the woods. And then he thought the cops would find her, so then he bundled her back up and put her in the garage
In pieces.
in pieces,
In a Christmas tote.
in Christmas totes in the garage because it was cold out. And then the cops obviously found the body. And then he ran away up north in Michigan, running through woods of snow, like something you'd see in the movies. And then he got busted.
He got
and
frostbite, so they caught him.
Amanda went to the estate sale and saw where he murdered her in the bathroom,
Really?
No, it was in their bedroom.
in their bedroom.
Yeah, he took off his belt and wrapped it around her neck.
So the first recommendation is do not get an attractive au pair.
Well,
Make sure that she is super
unless your
ugly.
husband is the one that does the traveling. In their case, she did all of the traveling.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
and
only
she
her
talked
on
down to him
weekends.
too because she made all the money.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that he worked at his dad's machine shop or something.
He chopped her up with a bandsaw in his dad's machine shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm,
Anyway, that
happened.
has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
That just took a...
Super cool story though, and
Yeah.
I followed it real close.
She did. It was awesome.
Like I read the entire
It's the
40 Stephen Grant. and
Stephen
Terry.
Grant. If
Does
you want
that
to look it
worry
up,
you that she
Stephen
followed
Grant
it
and
that
Steve,
close?
she follows all this shit.
Dude, next
she knows how
episode
to
of
murder me.
Snapped. I feel like she's going to be on the next episode of Snap.
She knows how to murder me.
Here's my goal. Dateline.
Dateline.
Yeah, I actually told your wife last weekend when we went out on Sunday after the podcast that to say nice things about me when I was on Dateline. Because
Yes.
Andy and Boy were getting on my nerves so bad.
Look, I don't know that we can hang out any longer. If she's going to be feeding my wife snapped episodes and Dateline
She will.
cues.
No, I just asked her when they interview her to make sure and say nice things about me. Like, I had no idea she was going to be that crazy and murder everyone.
She was such a nice woman.
She was.
Yeah, that.
Yep.
Okay, I gotcha. So I would imagine that a nanny or an au pair
All pair.
would be a little bit more expensive than having family members or a daycare center watch your children.
Family members usually don't charge.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
But my big thing when doing some research on family members was it's not as educational either.
Right.
So family members usually just want to hang out and play versus getting a nanny or a daycare center is actually someone who does that and
Right.
teaches them.
Oh,
Not
my-
that your family isn't going to teach the kids, but
Right.
you know what I mean.
My daughter gets away with murder whenever my stepmom or my sisters watch her.
Right.
Whatever she wants. We come home and it's 11 o'clock at night and she's still bouncing around and like, she didn't want to sleep. It's like, put her to bed.
God damn it.
But
I mean, they're the fun guys. That's
Oh,
always,
yeah.
when the kids came to our house every other weekend, we were always the fun guys. And I mean,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I feel bad about it because then they had to go home and their mom was made to look like the bad guy, which she wasn't. She was just being the all the time provider. When they would come to our house, we would have ice cream bars on the table and all their friends would come over. And
We had a lot of parties. Because
So-
that was payday weekend.
yeah, that happened too. Kids would go to bed. Yeah.
so something I see on your notes here, daycare and nannies are trained professionals.
Yes.
I do agree with that. You know, a family member isn't always trained to handle emergency situations, CPR trained, first aid trained, whereas a lot of daycare providers and nannies are, which is a big plus.
Sure.
Absolutely a big plus. We actually did a first aid and CPR training the other day.
Who? You
All
and
the-
Lindsay?
No, all the football coaches, well, actually every coach in the district has to be trained.
Are you
now.
bragging right now?
No, not at all. I'm just saying it's an important thing
You
to
seem
be.
to brag on this show a lot.
I should.
About people that you know, that you're a football coach, that you're a big fucking deal.
I'm going to
awesome
push
shit.
you out. I'm just going to make this my own show.
Well, I tried that once because I had to pee real bad.
No,
But it
but
does say behind us, hold on,
your name's first.
because it's alphabetical order. It's not of importance.
Mine should be Eben. I'm going to change my name to Eben.
That would put it first, you prick.
Yeah. AB versus AN. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fine. I gotta go to bed soon. Let's move on.
You want to eat cookies.
I do
That's
wanna
why
eat
you're wanting to
cookies.
push through this, is because you want to eat cookies.
I got some A cups that need filling.
But we touched on a few things that we like to see in daycares and what daycare provides. Babysitters, you know, that's
Great,
another.
but they're not doing much.
They're not doing
They
much.
usually make out with their boyfriends while you're gone.
Did you
That
have?
happens.
Does that happen? Did you have a scenario where that happened?
I did not, unfortunately. I've heard rumors that that's all chicks do when they babysit your kids is they invite their boyfriends over and then shit goes crazy.
I don't think I've ever had that happen. Well, I hope
I'm not saying
anyway.
I know of it happening. I'm saying I've read articles.
Oh,
Oh, it happens.
Yes, see?
I was a teenager once, and I babysat my brother and sister a lot.
And you made out with your boyfriend?
I sure did.
Nice.
that
Is that the guy that I met that you held hands with? You were the best hand holder ever?
No.
Oh, that's disappointing.
No, that's not the one who would ride his dirt bike over so I could make out with him.
Nice. All right.
If her mom and dad are listening right now, that never
Oh, they know.
happened.
No, we could have a whole story on how to not be a teenager narrated by Amanda Neiman. She will be the guest speaker on one of our podcasts about shit your teenagers will do.
I mean, no, I don't want to reveal all my secrets.
You're going to have to read all of them, babe.
So I like your tips on the babysitter pay there. 5 tips to help you decide what to pay. I think that's
I'm
something.
yawning. It's tiring.
So there is a website
I don't
called
like it. I'm gonna
care.com.
stab you.
It's fine.
And You can type in your zip code, and it tells you the average rate of pay
What?
for babysitters and or daycare centers in your area.
Really?
And our area was $15.50.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was crazy.
That's more than I make at work.
Well, it's not, but it's
pretty
a
close.
lot.
Do we have any comments yet, babe?
Yeah,
I am
do.
concerned
Oh, who's our
that
comments?
we're underpaying.
We have Heather Philly, who said you want a low adult-to-child ratio, especially in infant and toddler rooms.
Thanks,
and Heather.
Heather.
would know because her daughter Emily used to work at a daycare center.
She did. Yep.
Vinny Canarsa says yo-yo.
And?
Bud Light, question mark, exclamation point.
Jesus Christ.
Derek Rich, humble brag. I went
Who's
to high
Derek
school
Rich?
With him.
I have no idea.
I went to high school with Derek.
Oh, thanks, Derek.
And Derek actually used to work at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Did you date Derek?
No. In LP, and his
Oh, he's the one that has...
fiance, Lindsay, is really good friends with Kelly.
Yeah.
And also...
Lindsay still works for Bed Bath.
Right.
Yeah, she does a lot of the university training and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I graduated with Derek.
Follow Dad Bod Podcast to see more posts. Awesome. Very good. Thank you, everybody, for the comments so far.
You know what? I know you've been dying to get to this. Let's
Hold on. We need to do 5 tips to help
Yeah.
you decide what to pay, and then we can...
Absolutely. So, your 5 tips. Number of kids. He's already busting them out. Number of kids.
Ew, I'm not eating that shit.
Normal base rate is $10 an hour for the first kid plus $2 for each additional kid.
I didn't get paid that much when I babysat.
I wouldn't have paid you at all. Pay based off of experience.
Okay.
Transportation.
Okay.
If they're going to be driving your kids anywhere, what does that say? The average U.S. gas.
IRS is 53 cents per mile. Do you pay per mile for them?
You
Well,
should.
I mean, that was in the research.
No, that's ridiculous.
If it's really going to be professional, you are going to pay by the mile.
No,
That
we're
makes
not.
sense, though.
But no, because you have to do the standard, what's their standard drive to work, and then anything in addition.
Yes, but this is saying, like, if you're going to do a summer nanny job, let's
So
say.
what does Russell pay his babysitters?
Russell, what do you pay your babysitter?
We have Matthias going into daycare now, but we had him at KinderCare, and we were paying around $220, I believe it was, a week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not cheap. And
No.
then, we did do a home daycare that was state licensed, and there I think we were paying around $175 a week when we
That's
first
a big
got
deal.
licensed to daycare. That wasn't a bad deal at all.
No, that's pretty good.
That's about what we pay. I think we're right at $185 a week.
Damn.
And I might interject, if you're looking at especially in-home daycares, you might want to just ask if they're, have any sort of education background. Matthias's first in-home daycare, she was a state licensed teacher, so
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
education plans there.
Yeah.
For the record, Russell's $220 a week is only $5.50 an hour.
Wow.
So,
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
we're
if they have
gonna-
multiple kids, then
Yeah,
that
but if you're
adds up.
watching 4 kids,
no,
Now
I don't.
you're at
It's still a
$20
lot
an
of
hour.
money. I'm just saying.
Babe, maybe we should start that.
Daycare?
Yeah.
I'm good.
she has almost killed Boy 87 times since he's been here. Do you really think that she wants to
It's
watch?
only been 86.
Oh, 86.
Stop
I'm sorry.
fucking
And a half.
exaggerating.
I inflated the numbers by 1. The night's still young.
It is. Are we going to eat Oreos?
So, anyway, number 4,
Responsibilities. If they're just going to have to watch a kid, if they've already gone to bed, if it's going to be a daytime thing where they're going to watch them for multiple hours.
If your parents go out drinking all the time.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me on that?
I'm just saying, it happens.
But then also the schedule. If it's going to be around a holiday, if you're going out with your significant other to a holiday work function, and they're going to have to come and watch them on Christmas Eve or any kind of holiday like that, weekends. So our daycare, or not our daycare, but our person who babysits is $10 an hour during the week, $13 an hour on the weekends.
Dude, when did all this shit change? Because this is crazy. I should have charged a lot more to sit in front of the TV while the kid just did whatever.
Dude, you're talking about your brothers.
No, I used to babysit neighborhood kids all the time.
Oh, creepy. I wouldn't let you babysit my neighborhood.
I did a really good job. Nobody died.
It's your wife saying that
Nothing.
she wouldn't let you
It was awesome. I didn't do it when we moved to Michigan.
I
I
mean,
did it a lot when we lived here.
I would let you babysit kids now, and I totally want to have foster kids with you.
Kids love me.
Kids do love you, but
Yeah.
as a teenage Andy, no.
Teenage
That's a
Andy was
hard no.
gross. He smelled bad.
Realize Teenage Andy was 30 years ago.
Teenage Andy didn't smell very good. He didn't shower very often.
And
Yeah.
I can only
different-
imagine.
And I will tell you too, and this has nothing to do with the kids, Teenage Andy didn't get laid very often. Or at all.
Forever. Teenage Andy probably nerded out way more than any chick would like.
But I didn't even have any nerdy things.
How many times did you take your BMX bicycle apart and put it back together?
74.
Yeah. That's
And
not you.
I used to draw like things with my BMX bike, and I would do hops on my things. Anyway, that has nothing to do with the top we're talking about. Are we going to eat Oreos?
Poor Andy. Let's Oreo it up, bud.
Why are you hitting me?
Because
You're giving me a goddamn
I need
heart
you to
attack.
wake up. I need you to wake up.
I am awake.
Participate.
What is this one? Where's
have-
the milk?
I got it over here, buddy.
Yeah. We have a lot of them.
10 different flavors.
Yes. Although I hate coconut, but that's good that we're starting there. So do we want to let's do this.
Move it back. There you go. Perfect.
Let's put the milk up here and we can dunk them live on TV.
Live dunking action.
This is a television network. MandyMedia.com, Dad Bod Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat in the future, and any other future social media network. I'm not using the fork, by the way. That's
I'm not
stupid.
forking it either.
All
That's
right, I'll
dumb.
take the fork. Boy, can you grab the fork?
Oh, these are thin. So these are like 140 calories per 4 cookies.
We're going to exceed the caloric intake, the recommended caloric
These are
intake.
real skinny. I don't
They
like
are.
this. I prefer double stuff.
Well, I understand that, but you said you don't like coconut, so this is probably a good thing that it's a thin, right? We're not interlocking
I mean,
arms
that's-
and dunking, right?
Do you want to and then we can feed each other?
No, let's not do that
No,
at
that's-
all. Let's put the package up here, though.
Do we have to do this?
There you go.
All right. Look at
Coconut's your first one?
Coconut is our first one,
that. Yep.
unfortunately.
Huh.
I'm with you on that one. I'm not a big coconut fan.
I like coconut in, what are the Girl Scout cookies that have it? Samoas?
Samoas.
Those are my favorite.
But I don't think that's what they're called anymore. What do you think? You're both giving really odd looks.
Not
And,
bad. It doesn't taste like coconut at all, actually.
What does it taste like?
You do get a little
Oreo.
coconut.
Oh, wait, now I have it.
Yeah,
Kind of like the hot sauce last week. It takes a minute to,
yeah.
hit my palate.
I would agree with that.
No.
It's coconut.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Andy's pushing the limits tonight.
Yep.
Did you dunk and then eat or just
Yeah,
eat?
We dunked.
We dunked. Are you not watching, babe?
I mean,
I do have to say, I love that all Oreos now have the little seal it back up thing. Because I'm pretty fucking lazy. Let's just all agree to that for a moment.
Oh, you're
And
not
my
going to get any
mom-
contesting out of us.
My mom would always make us put these in a giant Ziploc bag. And I would always never do that. And Sharon hated that I wouldn't do that. These are my jam, by the way.
These are the
Birthday
big,
cake.
full size.
These are just
Look at, you can see the sprinkles.
Russell, Amanda,
In the
Drew. Do you
icing.
want any?
What is that? They got to make an Oreo cookie bar, huh?
Yeah, those are good, by the way.
I don't think I've ever had.
Oh, mine broke. Hold on.
I'm going to scoot back
Son of
away
a-
from the mic because I don't feel like people
I'm
want
gonna
to listen
chew
to
into
us
the mic
chew
again.
right into the mic.
that's disgusting.
This going to get us more views.
I don't feel like it will.
That is amazing.
That is super sweet.
I'm going to have one more.
That's like we have 10 cookies to eat. You realize that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to have one more.
That is that
And
is
they keep
straight
coming apart, though.
birthday cake icing right there.
And by the way, I'm lactose intolerant, so we should do a Facebook in about an hour and a half.
Or not.
And we'll just have a farting Facebook
No, I
podcast.
don't think that's a good idea at all.
That's
I can't do that one. That's too sweet. That's
real good.
that's straight.
I like that a lot.
I'm pumped about this next one though.
What is this one?
This is chocolate peanut butter pie.
Wow. You're being kind of loud with your opening.
As opposed to you chewing into the microphone.
Ben, I am the last podcast professional broadcaster.
The last?
Yep.
The one and only? The true OG? That's
You
not
got that
stay,
right.
is it?
I'm like Dr. Dre.
Really? I'm just going to put it up there for a second, pull it down.
All right. This one is going to be awesome.
So this one has the...
Do you take bites or you just put the whole thing in?
I put the whole thing
Me
in.
too.
So this has the vanilla cookie. This is
I love vanilla cookie. Wow.
For those of you who can't see.
That tastes like peanut butter pie. Wow. That's good stuff. I hope everybody's getting the crunch action as I chew.
I hope they're not.
I can't wait to listen to this podcast on my drive to Michigan in a few hours.
You know, that I like that.
I did too.
Good. That might be my...
How are you guys doing over there?
Well, I've had to listen to the boy chomp, crunch, heavy breathe, sip his milk, slurp, and then heavy breathe and crunch some more.
What does Russell think?
So I'm probably going to throw punch him next time he gets a cookie in his mouth.
Okay.
I asked him to move, and he scooted his chair back 3 centimeters. That was his moving. So we're doing great.
I would have come closer if you had asked me that question.
It's probably a good thing that you're taking him home tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the idea, right?
I mean, for the
Ooh.
record, I love having him here. I just do not love eating next to him.
We usually
Or
make
being
him eat
around
separate
him.
from us.
I was going to say, you did warn me that you guys make him eat
We
at
do.
a total different table than
He
you.
eats first, and then we eat. Ooh.
Understandable.
Drew, this is cinnamon buns.
Cinnamon bun.
And these are put in differently.
Yeah. These
Right?
are not long. Wait, what?
How many of them are you going to touch? And aren't we missing some?
Wait a minute. We got gypped.
Are these used?
They could be. See,
What if
that's
they're poisoned?
you're the one that wanted the lift top Oreo. Now all of a sudden,
Mine came apart.
Good news, Andy. I've got the poison control number right in front of me.
Yes! That's from last week. Jeff Philly made that beautiful sign. What do you think, Ben?
that is a cinnamon roll. 100% cinnamon roll. Quit chewing in the mic. People are.
Wow, that is actually like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. How the fuck did they do that?
I don't know. That one's good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I'll take another one of those.
Sure. We were only trying 10 different flavors tonight. Why not double up on all of them?
Although if I keep eating these, our one stop to Michigan is probably going to not be true.
That is a very...
When I have to do number 3s halfway there.
Our poor viewers and listeners.
So for 2018, Oreo released 7 new flavors, which we have a couple of them here tonight.
Cherry Cola.
Rocky Road.
I've had those. Those are good.
I bet. Do we have strawberry? We do have
Yeah.
strawberry.
We have strawberry
shortcake,
shortcake.
right? Chocolate peanut
does
butter
say that
pie.
one.
We tried that one. That was good.
Kettle corn. We
We
have
We have
that.
that one.
Cherry cola.
Nope.
Hot and spicy cinnamon.
I tried to
which
find that one.
We had those ones.
I
'cause
bought
we
them for Jill Pig. Yeah.
And they tasted like big red gum. Do you remember
Yeah.
Big Red?
Yeah. Okay. So kind of very similar to the little Red Hots
Yeah.
Yes.
as well. Yeah.
Yep. And then chocolate hazelnut.
Yep.
Ooh. Babe,
And-
if you're watching, chocolate hazelnut.
Hot cocoa.
No, hot cocoa's last year.
Mmm.
There's only 7 this year.
Son of a gun. What's next, Ben King?
Red velvet.
Red velvet.
Not black velvet.
Why isn't it purple velvet?
That got real creepy.
You need a car crash button.
we need some sound effects.
Wow, it's red velvet cookie.
It is a red velvet cookie. So it's probably, what is that, cream cheese icing in the middle?
God, I hope so.
Yep. Cream cheese.
Flavored cream, so it's not really cream cheese.
Huh.
Russell, are you trying any of these?
I tried his birthday cake. That one was that was pretty good. But
Those
peanut
are-
butter is just not my thing, so I'll skip the peanut butter if you don't mind.
We'll
All
get you a
right.
cinnamon bun one. Boy, get over here and get some of these.
Look at him. He's over there all by himself. The dogs are going to eat it. That's really good. Our red velvet one is top dollar. That's what I say.
Did you guys know that most Oreos are vegan?
Yep. I knew that.
I don't like that one.
Tell me something I don't know.
I love red velvet cake, but I don't like that one.
I like it.
Really?
Yeah, that's really good.
Maybe it's the cream cheese flavored cream.
That's really good. You can take all of them.
Take all of them.
Just dive right in there.
Get
We
them
see
all.
your arm. No big deal.
Oh!
Damn it! What's this one? Oh, Thins again?
Lemon.
I got this one, right?
No, I did.
You did?
You bought the pistachio. That's nice.
Easy.
Excuse me. People have commented on the podcast, by the way, that they love it when I belch.
I highly doubt that.
We've had a lot of compliments.
Really? Again, another vanilla cookie.
You know what you do is you take two at once. And
Is
then
that how
that
you do it?
kills the thin thing.
You get twice as much cookie with... I don't see how that would kill the thin thing.
You're chewing too loudly.
Did you guys know that there are at least 55 flavors of Oreos?
What? Wow, that's really lemony.
That is lemony.
That's like I put a whole Meyer lemon in my mouth.
It's good, though.
I agree.
It is good.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I love these resealable packages they have now. Damn. What are you eating, Andrew?
I can't tell you, but I can hear him breathing.
I can hear him heavy breathing.
Heavy
See?
breathing.
You guys are way far away from him. Try sitting right next to him.
Yeah.
Yes, Andrew?
The cinnamon bun.
It's good, right?
Perfect.
Yeah, Drew's like putting his hand... Ooh, pistachio.
Pistachio.
Thins. They didn't have it in regular.
No.
I'm kind of excited about this one. I really like pistachio.
I had this one last weekend, or last week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Stop bragging.
It was good. I'm going to try it again. Would you quit belching into your mic?
Are you kidding?
Somebody's going to stab you.
What's wrong with it?
It's disgusting.
People like it.
I don't.
And she's married to you.
Well, maybe that's a good point. Wow. That's pretty good.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, it has a mint flavor to it. Does it not?
Uh-uh.
No?
No, but it tastes just like a pistachio. How do they do that?
People smarter than us.
I guess.
Gotta be.
Oh, snap.
I'm leery about this one.
Kettle corn?
Yeah.
Babe, are you excited about kettle corn?
I am kind of excited about this one.
I'm leery.
I'll
I'll get this.
I don't think that one's right. Oh, good job.
Oh, smell it.
So
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
Ben, I'm reading this list of cookies, and Red Velvet was number 33. And it says, the cream cheese filling is a great concept, but the execution leaves a lot to be desired.
I would agree. 100%.
Huh.
No.
It tastes just like kettle corn, though.
No.
Wow.
God, no. You know, there's some things... Look. Damn it. There are some things you don't make.
I'm excited about this one.
That is one thing you should not make. Kettle corn Oreos. Son of... Somebody should be fired for that.
Fired!
That is terrible.
Like Donald Trump would fire him?
Yeah.
Huh.
Ugh.
It wasn't terrible. Although it does seem like they're gypping us. Like, look at the space here. You could have fit a whole nother cookie in there.
Ugh.
Did Schnucks get like the...
I can't do that. Yeah.
You gotta try this.
I will.
Strawberry
I've had
shortcake. Babe, what do you think of the pistachio?
I don't have it yet.
They're still over here.
Oh my god. This one is amazing. That's good humor. Kind of like me.
Yeah.
Good humor.
That's everything that I hear about you.
Take your cookie.
I will take one. I do not eat the kettle corn one.
It's good.
Do yourself a favor.
Nobody should try it. It's good stuff.
That is terrible.
Jesus, how many freaking packs of Oreos did we buy?
11.
I only stood in the aisle and picked everything you didn't have in your list. Except for that one I screwed up.
What are you eating, Ben?
Strawberry shortcake. You can talk with your mouth full on the podcast, by the way.
I'll refrain from that. That Good Humor strawberry shortcake is good. That reminds you of like, so I'm sure they still have them now.
Sure.
The ice cream truck that rolls around.
We had an
Good
ice
Humor
cream truck
bars.
roll through here the other day.
Yeah.
My camera yelled at me that there was noise. And I pulled my camera up, and there was an ice cream truck driving through. Did you hear it yesterday?
No, I didn't hear it.
Pretty sure it was yesterday.
Really?
I heard it a lot. I remember hearing an ice cream truck, just not yesterday.
Yeah.
That one was. That's a good one. I like that one. The
Yeah.
strawberry shortcake. That tastes like the Good Humor bar. I will definitely give them that.
Are they better than the strawberry M&Ms you were eating one day?
Strawberry nut M&Ms.
Is it similar to the SpongeBob SquarePants ice cream?
I've never had the SpongeBob SquarePants ice cream.
It has gumball eyeballs.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And the gum is 42 years old.
You call that a twofer, right? Because you get ice cream and gum at the same time?
Huh. Moving on from your terrible joke.
I didn't think it was a joke. It was a serious comment.
Babe, are there any comments so far?
Heather Philly said, "Why the F didn't you invite me? I didn't know there were cookies."
Well, she could drag her ass down here.
Your husband knows how to get here.
Dina from up the street said, "Bill, beer, milk, and Oreos make for an upset tummy." Just saying.
Well,
What?
we'll find out shortly. I actually went
And
to
then
our...
your wife wants you to bring some home. Not sure which ones. And she said the belching is gross.
Well, look. There's more viewers than Lindsay King. I mean... just because she is jealous about my belching skills.
She's not. It is disgusting.
I don't disagree with
the
you.
peanut butter Oreo is not bad.
I don't like that one.
What's the dip
Really?
between the peanut butter Oreo and the other one?
The
It
peanut
has
butter
just
pie.
peanut butter.
Yeah,
and
the
the other
peanut-
one has chocolate in it, right?
Yeah.
No.
The peanut butter pie is good.
Okay, so what's your favorite?
Kettle corn.
Really?
No.
That's just my least favorite.
Birthday cake is my favorite.
Really?
But
I thought
I
it was cinnamon
prefer
bun.
the birthday cake with the vanilla cookie over the chocolate cookie. There was one day I probably ate a whole almost pack of them. It's been a long time since we've had these in the house, and I ate a ridiculous amount of them in one sitting.
Really?
But my ultimate favorite cookie, EL fudge, or no, what is it? Fudge stripe?
Fudge stripes.
Fudge stripes.
Really?
I will eat the entire, well, I had a lot of them, and I went into it the other day, and they were all gone. Because there was a 15-year-old in our house
Right.
who ate almost every single one of them. Do you know how mad I would have been if they were all gone?
He's still standing.
I mean,
so I imagine
my
he's-
anger would have made me go to the store and buy more.
I think my favorite out of the entire group was the cinnamon bun.
That was pretty good.
Because I am I thought the chocolate peanut butter pie was going to be it for me, but
And the
I like
red
cinnamon
velvet. Red velvet was really good.
I didn't care for that one.
Well, I know. What's
It was
Russell's and Amanda's favorite so far?
What'd you guys like?
To be honest, I like the cinnamon bun one. That was really good. The red velvet wasn't bad either.
Yeah,
Put that second.
there you go. Amanda, pistachio?
If it wasn't a thin, I would like it, but the thin is just a waste.
You have 4 of them at once.
I, most of the time will split them apart and eat them separate
Right.
so I can have more of the filling. I will tell you that I did not like the lemon.
Yeah, that was a lot of lemon.
I didn't mind it as much.
No.
I didn't mind it as much. That kettle corn needs to go away.
I really didn't feel like it had much of a taste.
I liked it.
You would.
I mean, I didn't not like it, but it
Right.
wouldn't be something I would sit there and eat a bunch of.
It tasted like I had hot, dried popcorn in my mouth.
I went to the local supermarket to try and find a chocolate milk stout.
Really?
Tonight. Yeah. Four Hands Brewery makes a chocolate milk stout.
That's like a meal in a can.
It would have been perfect to pair with our cookies.
Yep. I'm going to have some farts tonight.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that once the podcast is gone, I can leave. Sorry, Amanda.
That milk is delicious. I just drank all of it, babe.
If you want to come over, I've got a spare bedroom.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
can I sleep on your couch tonight?
Yeah,
No.
we got a spare bed. You can
I don't
come
think
with
you
it.
can, actually. So, last but not least, before we wrap up here, we only got a couple more minutes. We have our Get Off Your Ass call-outs. This is the best segment of the show, right?
I believe so.
I would agree. So, first off, our standard Get Off Your Ass call-out is
Tim Allen.
not the Tim Allen in Washington. Tim Allen from Michigan, the famous one.
Get off your ass.
And get to Andy's basement.
Get on the podcast.
Get on the podcast,
We'll
Tim
take
Allen.
a call in.
And he's also got that new show, right?
Yeah. I'm not plugging
7
his,
reasons
I'm
to...
not plugging his show till he
Isn't
gets
it
on our
7
show.
reasons to...
7 reasons to not be on our podcast?
That's probably it. Yeah.
Probably.
Under Armour. In case you haven't noticed, I do enjoy a good Under Armour shirt.
Every
Because they
podcast.
fit me very well. They really define my dad bod.
Yeah. You're
So
skinny
if they
fat.
would... My skinny fat. So if they would provide shirts for me, that'd be awesome.
He needs a 7 electric blue shirts.
I do like a good blue shirt.
So should we call him out? Under Armour, get off your ass?
Under Armour, get off
off
your
your
ass. Exactly. How's this segment going, by the way?
It's probably not as good as it should be,
Right.
but
I would assume this whole podcast didn't go as good as it should.
hey,
We're getting there.
You know
We're
what?
9 episodes in.
9
Man.
episodes in, we got a little bit of technical difficulties on some of ours.
No,
This
that
one
happens.
went well.
I'm not even discussing the technical difficulties. I think we're doing awesome.
I think that some of us are a little out of it today.
I had to work really hard today.
I-
It was awesome.
You know what? Missouri government, get off your ass. This tax-free weekend shit's killing my co-host.
Yeah!
That's-
moving on.
That's the most excitement you've had all day, other than the fact that I told you were going to try 10 different
God
Oreos.
damn, that was amazing. My tummy is full. I won't even eat any chicken wings at the brew house.
Next week, we are not going to do food.
What are we doing next week?
We're not sampling food.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Let's give a little preview.
Next week, we have planned out 2 months worth of shows.
I know, I saw that. I was there
No help to
watching
you,
that
Mr.
happen.
Dean.
Yeah, no help to you.
I'm not saying I helped. I'm saying I was there to witness what happened.
But Amanda and I have planned out 2 months of shows, so we at least know that we're going to be on the air for at least 8 more episodes.
So August 12th is gluten-free beer.
Yep.
See, I can read that. You can't.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Because the topic's going to be daddy-daughter dates.
That's awesome.
I'm excited about that one.
I'm excited that when we get foster kids, then as they grow up, that I can go on a daddy-daughter date. You know why? Because
Why?
everybody else will be like, that guy's awesome. I wish he was my dad.
Okay. We're also going to talk about, during that, we're going to talk about teaching your daughter how to feel appreciated.
Okay, that's good.
We're not taking anything away from the boys or the sons of the family, but just next week's topic's going to be about daughters.
And then we should change it to do one topic, how to teach your son to be a man. Because there's a lot of guys these days that just...
Suck at it.
Who are you going to get to take your place for that topic, Nemeth?
And that's the final edition of the Dad Bod Podcast. We're going to go ahead and rebrand next week. We're going to pull a Merv Griffin and start over like Kramer did.
Episode 10.